how to do the perfect gel manicure right at home step by step. First, you need to do your nail prep. This is the most important thing if you want your nails to last. And I like to start with my cuticles. I use the Blue Cross cuticle remover and orangewood stick. Easy to use and affordable. I've been using this combo for years at this point. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take that cuticle remover and just pour it around your cuticle area, and then you're using the orangewood stick to gently remove that cuticle. This process shouldn't be painful where you're bleeding and stuff like that. You're just gonna gently roll that right off of your nail plate, and this is gonna help prevent any lifting or peeling with your gel nails. After that, you're gonna wash your hands before moving on to the next step. For this next step, you're gonna be removing the natural shine from your nail. So I'm just using a 180 grit nail file to do this. And again, you wanna be gentle here. I'm just going in a circular motion across the top of my nail plate, and this is gonna rough up the surface a little bit so that the product can actually adhere to it. So if you're finding that your gel nail polish is just kind of popping off, this is probably why. You wanna make sure you're doing this on the entire nail, especially around your cuticle area and also the sides of your nail, because that's where the nail polish likes to lift. After that, this is also the time to go ahead and shape and file your nails. I already have my shape, but I'm just kind of running it along the free edge of my nail. Next, I'm taking a makeup sponge and rubbing alcohol, and I'm just wiping off all that filing dust and removing any oils that may be on my nails. You can also use acetone to do this. Sometimes I'll even use both, but either way, you need to make sure your nail has this matte, dry look. Also, after you wipe your nails off, make sure you're not touching them because you could be putting those oils right back on. After that, you're gonna move on to your base coat, and you're just gonna apply this like you would any regular nail polish. Make sure you're not getting any on your skin. If you do, just make sure to wipe it off before you go to cure it. And then I'm gonna just put my hand under my lamp for 30 seconds. Next, you're going to grab your gel polish color of choice. And when I apply the first coat, I like to start by making kind of a dot further away from the cuticle area, and then I'll use the brush to push it closer to that cuticle. I hope this makes sense, but it makes the application look so good. You don't have to do this, but definitely give it a try if you haven't. And the nice thing, when you're working with gel, you really get to take your time. Like right here, this isn't sped up or anything. I'm just really taking my time, not getting any on my skin, and making sure I get a nice even layer. You also want to work in thin coats. I know sometimes it can be tempting to kind of try to get it all done in one, but I'm telling you, it's not worth it. You want to make sure it cures properly too. So if anything, just do a few more coats. It dries instantly, so it doesn't take too much longer. This one in particular was very opaque, so after that first coat, I could almost get away with just one coat. But for the second coat, this is where I'll cap the tips. So I'm basically just taking the brush and sliding it along the free edge of my nail. I don't do this with every layer, just one or two. It really depends how many coats I'm doing. And then I'll just continue applying the nail polish like I normally would. Thin coat, don't get any on your skin. If you do, you can use rubbing alcohol just to wipe it off with a cleanup brush. After the second coat, I'm gonna cure my nails again. And how many layers you do really just depends on the gel polish you're using. Just make sure you cure after each coat. Next, you're going to apply a gel top coat. This one is a no wipe top coat, which means you're not gonna have a sticky residue after you're done curing. If it's not a no wipe, it might be sticky, and you can just use rubbing alcohol to get rid of that sticky layer. For the top coat, I also cap the tip. Again, that's just taking the brush and running it along the free edge of my nail, and then I'm gonna cure it one last time for 30 seconds. And there you have it, the perfect gel manicure. Something that you can do, this is optional, but I really like finishing off with some cuticle oil just because this process can be so drying with the acetone, the rubbing alcohol, the curing, just the whole process. So I'm just using a cuticle oil pen and massaging that around my cuticle area and then also underneath my nail. And if you can, try to make it a habit to just use cuticle oil throughout the week. You don't have to do it every day, but even just 1 to 2 times a week, it will make a difference. And here's the final look. You guys, I cannot get over how pretty this blue is. It's like the perfect ocean summery blue, and I just love it. But anyways, I hope this video helped you guys out so that now you can do your own gel manicure right at home.